That is not a name I recognize. I don't know what that is. Oh, what? I know the Barghest. The white, was that the white that was breathing the greenish fiery stuff? Or was that the Barghest? Because we saw the Barghest doing that previously a little bit. Our Silver Sword getting beat up? It could be, yeah. A little bit here. Let us give it a bit of a repair then. 40% would be a bit overkill. Let's go for the 15 then. I assume our armor is probably doing better than that. I mean, technically speaking, I think our other armor is better than this, or has some additional stats that we like. The pure armor rating might be a little bit worse. Also, is this heavy armor? It is heavy armor. It is taking longer for us to get our signs back. That has been, yeah, kind of noticeable. Do I have point on? I do have point on. Oh, did we? Hold on. I want to read up on the Barghests. I want to see what we technically know about them. Yeah, here they are. Shun sin, renounce foul deeds, and if evil threatens to overwhelm your will, ponder the fate of the outskirts of Vizima. That's where we first saw them. Remember the hideous Barghests which scourged them, and repent. Sermons for feasts and funerals by the Reverend Yeoman of Tredagor. Folk of simple or superstitious minds claim committing particularly rotten acts will bring down the wrath of the gods in the form of Barghests, phantom dogs which stalk the roads at night. Even if this were their origin, Barghest saints and sinners alike would need fear, would need fear of Barghests, for they attack both with equal ferocity. Witchers rarely believe in the gods, but they do accept that Barghests exist and are always connected with some sequence of tragic events that happened in the past. Their explanation, however, holds that Barghests result from a curse or concentration of ill will. Barghests, like wolves, are stronger in packs. Together, they surround their prey, leaping at it and tearing it apart with their teeth. If their prey defends itself too determinedly, they strike it with a blast of phantom fire. Yeah, that was something that was a little bit alarming when we first saw it. Since they are fast and agile, they can easily evade attacks directed at them. Yeah, and they just sprint at you. They cannot be burned. Okay, good to know. So, Igni, I mean, it does presumably still lower their defenses, so there's still some point in doing it, but in terms of dealing damage with it, definitely not the go-to move, but fire hurts them as if it were... Wait, what? Okay, they can't be burned, but fire does still hurt them. Okay, the Axii sign also works on them. You say Moon Dust? Yeah, Spectre, what I figured. Axii and Yrden. I mean, they're so mobile that just slowing them down with a Yrden. I guess I see how that could be helpful. Don't know anything about the white, though. Okay, so can we just, like... that? They have low health. So actually, yeah, just Axiing them like that, and then following up... no, you're gonna want that out. Yeah, the white was also definitely doing the fiery stuff. Geralt, please draw your sword. Thank you. Geralt, I pressed the draw sword button so much that Geralt put his sword back away. I think the white was summoning them? Can we just do a big Yrden right here? I cannot see anything. Barghests down. Okay, we should Quen. I mean, the white looks like it's an Ogreoid. I'm curious to hear more about it. Ooh. Down it goes. Still a Barghest remaining? No. That sounded like there might still be some not so friendly folk in there, but I thought I saw more of the shiny stuffs there that we just picked up. Now, what is that sound? But also, what are the whites? I thought it'd be a necrophage. It looks like one. Yeah? What the heck? It's necrophage oil, an axi. They say the dead like quiet. I don't know about the dead, but whites certainly do. Though whites are ghastly and threatening in appearance, one should not approach them with sword drawn or attack them unprovoked. Left alone, they present no serious danger to anyone, and are far more interested in mixing noxious brews in cauldrons than in fighting. This species mainly lives around ancient burial sites, but they have also been spotted near more recently founded cemeteries wherever mass graves can be found. Whites spend their winter months in the state of lethargy very similar to human sleep, otherwise known as hibernation. They live strictly solitary lives. In fact, it is practically unheard of for these creatures to appear in groups. Yet when they fear their territory is threatened, and it is enough for one to step foot in a white's territory for it to feel threatened, whites transform into dangerous foes and even abandon their solitary ways to summon other monsters to their aid. Yeah, it did seem as though it was summoning those Barghest. Because I thought, defeated all the Barghest, left the white, and then the white created more Barghest. That crazy sound that I'm talking about is a peacock sound? That? That is a peacock? Doesn't sound like a peacock to me. Or is that from the other crazy sound we were hearing previously? So that's the direction we're supposed to go in. Let's just take a second, though, to see... Whoa. What else we can find here? There might be some other goodies. Like on this dead person. We'll pass on the skull, but thank you. Anything else? Or I think that's it on this side. Apparently we are on the Gorgon foothills. Oh, that was... Yeah, the weird sound from a while back. Is that this thing? Or is that something else? Doesn't really sound like a little bird would make that sound either. I am curious again as to where this bird is going. Oh, well... We're about to find out. What?
Witcher.
Lady Vivienne? Counted on me getting lost.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at tourneys, hopeless in the face of true danger. I was mistaken.
So you're not actually a Bruxa?
A what?
Suspicion.
I didn't think so.
Vampire. Certain details seem to confirm it. Then I changed my mind. Anyway, unimportant. Here you come to this clearing often.
This is where it all began.
Oh?
And as I was not able to evade you, save myself from you, then I want it done here. In this very spot. With no witnesses.
Oh.
Want what done?
I see where she's going.
You were hired to kill me, were you not? Then do so, now. And do it quickly, I beg you. I shan't resist.
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all. You're no monster.
And she goes, but look at me.
To your eyes.
I mean, it looks like you're afflicted by a curse, but I would say we just don't know yet. But I mean, it sounds like what she's saying is, I've been cursed, but most importantly, I look like a monster now. I hate this life. I'm putting on this magic cream stuff so that people don't see the true me, and I hate it, and she's asking us to kill her. Which is pretty extreme. My first reaction would be, can we find a way to dispel the curse? That would be my first reaction. Second reaction, or my second priority after trying to dispel said curse would be, okay, well, at least I would say, alright, slow down. You know, we can talk this one out. It may seem bad, but I'm sure we can find a way to make this work. I mean, seems like you've got something working out here, or have been, working with a system here. So I just don't want to, so it does look like she's been inflicted by a curse, but at the same time, I don't want to be like, you know, accusing her of something like that and kind of like setting her off.
Only thing I've figured out so far is you're no danger to anyone. Hope to learn more, though.
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest at all? Did Guillaume put you up to it? Is that why?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor. Frankly, if I can do something for you, I'll do it, willingly.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak, too? 'Cause cases like yours are my bread and butter. Take your pick.
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me. You shall not tell anyone.
Swear on the heron. Okay, what is the heron? Is the heron what is the significance of the heron? We made that be our thing, but I don't actually know what the significance is. I theorized that maybe that was the like mark of Rivia. Okay, yeah, she did. It did seem like she was assuming that we were here to kill her, and so she deliberately ran away here where no one would see. But now that we've clarified that that's not the intention, okay, it's not necessarily that she's saying she actually wants to die. Okay, that's good. Good to know. But yeah, all depends on what you say. Definitely don't go that route.
You got nothing to fear. Came here to help you, and I won't peep a word to anyone unless I decide it's absolutely necessary.
So be it. I shall tell you what my mama once told me. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my father spent much time together near the wood, here in this clearing. Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish."
And her wish came true?
But a creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it appeared before them to say the whole wood belonged to it, and they had dared to delight in something that was not theirs. It demanded payment, and when my parents said that they had nothing, it claimed their unborn daughter as its own.
Ah, okay. Make sure we follow her after this is over. Otherwise we'll miss something? Okay. What did the creature look like?
Parents ever describe the creature?
What was this creature?
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young, too distraught by the curse's onset to ask after details.
Okay. So, in that case, it sounds like as soon as you were born this way, and, you know, this wasn't like a cursed... I mean, most of the time, what we find is, you know, someone was born a human, or I guess occasionally elves or dwarves we might find. But then, point is, midway through their life, they encounter something that causes the curse, and then we're trying to reverse that. But where she's been cursed this way for her entire life, it seems.
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child.
Oh.
And my parents
Maybe
forgot
not.
that day's events. But 15 summers into my life, the curse began to show. Initially only when the moon was full. But now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. Thus I thought someone had discovered my secret, then hired you to kill me. In fact,
Okay.
I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would be preferable to my complete and permanent transformation.
Yeah, so it does seem as though
I fear that is
in
what
time
lies
she
in
would
store.
transform in full. That's what she just said, basically. Magic illusions. I mean, Geralt is, in this case, would be just saying, like, hey, careful what you're doing using that magic ointment. Which feels a little bit harsh in the situation. You know? She's expressing this side of her that is, she's expressing this vulnerability. And by saying this, we're like, how dare you? We're blaming her for it, which is like, that's not what you do in this situation. But I'm interested still to see what exactly that leads to.
Ointment you use includes a potent magic ingredient. You don't have the immunity mages have. Use heavy doses, or normal doses too long, and it could be dangerous to you.
I sensed this. The very reason I knew I would have to give it up in the end, and bid my human form a final farewell.
Well, maybe we can do something about that. We can try to lift the curse.
The curse. It could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant.
Apparently.
For good. Managed to cure him completely.
And you truly think you could do something like this for me?
And no promises yet.
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Also, you claim the curse is increasing its hold. Symptoms are progressing. Could try transferring the curse onto someone else.
Oh, dear.
Out of the question. I shall not allow it to ruin an innocent's life. Is this the only method?
That's going to be the question, isn't it?
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
Oh, the other one is what? To kill her? Alright, that's... Certainly, this doesn't really lift the curse. But, I don't know if Geralt had something else in mind.
Pretty quick to reject help. Why is that? The curse once transferred would probably have a weaker hold on the new host. Lots weaker.
Oh.
I do not even wish to hear of it.
Yeah, I mean, morally, that's so questionable, right? No. Oh, and I can already guess who it is. I can already guess who would volunteer. Well, I can think of one person who might be willing to take on that responsibility. I was also going to say, the Buck wanted to had a very important point in that conversation. Wanted to make sure that argument was heard. But, okay, so what is this other method?
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg. Should release the curse's grip permanently. Gotta warn you, though. Could have serious consequences.
Yeah, what are those consequences?
What kind?
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual involved transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. You'd be free. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
Oh.
7 years. I understand. Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no happy endings. Yet, truth be told, I never thought I would get one. I came here prepared to die, yet you wish to give me 7 years of life. Real life, free life. This is no dilemma. I agree, wholeheartedly.
I see why. I understand. Don't have to decide just yet. Think it through.
I will. They must miss me at the tourney grounds by now. Shall we? Return.
So you're saying stay here now? Do we stay here so that we can stay with her and and deliberately follow her, or by going with let's, that means we do follow her, and therefore we do see the thing we want? Go with her now, officially, through this means. Okay, gotcha.
Let's. But are you gonna...
Yes. I cannot appear there all in feathers. Pardon me for a moment.
Oh. So my preference at the moment would probably be to go the 7-year option, because that seemed like that was her preference. And I think in this situation you have to go with what the person, what their personal preference is. Huh?
You can change at will?
No, but I discovered the water of this pool helps. Its effects are brief, but I can always be sure of them.
What?
Interesting.
Okay. That bird. That's the one that cast the curse to begin with.
Come.
Yeah, that is strange that there's this magic pool that just, you know, lets her temporarily be fine.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Can you not see I'm out of my mind with worry? What ails her?
So my guess is he's the one who would volunteer to take on the curse.
Only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help, or I don't know, console her at the least.
So yeah, we would have missed that scene if we had not taken that route. So yeah, my theory is that what's gonna happen is that he's gonna, if/when he does hear about her curse, and we could potentially tell him about it now, he would volunteer to be the person to take it on, and then it would be a question of, what would we rather have? A potentially weaker curse on him, or have Vivienne have the curse completely removed, but live for only 7 years. Vivienne's preference is the 7 years, because she had basically said she had resigned herself to death right there, was not expecting to have anything else left in her life, either expecting to die by Geralt's hand, or, like she was saying earlier, just completely turn into an Oriole and give up her human life. And so, in both those ways, she was assuming that her life as a human was very short, or would not go on for much longer. So to her, to add 7 years is like, you know, that's wonderful. I'll live it up for the next 7 years, and if it ends after that, then so be it. Whereas, so that's sort of like, I'd say, maybe the quote-unquote safe route, because, you know, we're maybe more confident that that will work. But then, I mean, assuming that the whole 7 years thing does end up happening, which, I mean, I suppose there's a chance it doesn't, but assuming that that does, then at least you guarantee no curse for a little while. Whereas the high risk, higher reward, or I guess, at least I'm kind of seeing it that way, would be to try to transfer the curse to someone else. And then Geralt said, well, maybe it'd be much weaker on someone else, in which case, maybe it's not bad at all. And so, it's kind of the best of both worlds, but I kind of doubt that, because, you know, on the worse end for that side, it could be, sure, you transfer the curse, it's just as bad, and now you haven't really helped anyone. You've just transferred one person's suffering to another person's suffering, and the original person who was suffering did not want you to do that to begin with, so you've made them upset about it. And like I said, I think our friend here probably would volunteer, because he's just completely head over heels right now. But I think my preference is to honor Vivienne's preference, and she said she would like to go the 7 years, or at least try to lift the curse, and then if it only means 7 years of life, then so be it. So for that reason, I'm going to deliberately not share the information about the curse here, and because I think, you know, although that may not lock us into anything at this stage, you know, we're also, of course, honoring what we said to Vivienne.
Vivienne gave me the details of her situation, but she did so in confidence. Promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
But I'm not just anyone. Why, I would do anything for her.
Exactly.
I was the one to ask you to help her. You cannot shut me out now.
I'm sorry. Look, in time Vivienne will come to understand what she owes you. I'm sure of it. But until then, you gotta understand the whole world doesn't revolve around you.
How dare you lecture me? This is not the aid I sought. And to think I gave up my spot in the tourney to you. I regret it now.
Yeah, at this stage, though,
intend to compete to the end?
Vivienne is more important than him.
Or now that you've bound Vivienne to your terms, you no longer see the need?
So, is he actually... Okay, I guess I didn't really catch the full extent of his question here. I mean, simply put, I would like to finish the tournament, yes. But is he saying that if we finish the tournament, he's no longer friends with us? He hates us? Whereas if we do back out of the tournament, then we're still on good terms? Is that the quandary we're supposed to be finding ourselves in right now? We can do both? Okay.
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivienne will be busy till the tourney's end.
Indeed. In that case, you must meet the other knights of your team. They await near the arena's
we have a
entrance
team?
by the training ground.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't want Anses.
I know now the two
It's Anses.
rosters. I shall be captain of ours. That means you shall do as I say.
Oh,
for the
what?
duration of the fight.
Who
Is
put us on
this clear?
Anses' team?
Palmer and Alonso will lead the opposing team.
We
With
can't go
this
against Palmer?
skirmish, we commemorate the Battle of Fox Hollow of 1218, when a hands of southern outlaws led by Haller the Brown attacked Tucson only to be driven off by brave knights, thus setting a precedent. Since that
Isn't
day, knights
Lyria and
guarded
Rivia
the
in the Northern
Duchess'
Realms
rooms.
not Nilfgaard?
Palmer
It's like,
drew the short straw, so his team shall play the
why are you
barbarian
glorifying
Haller's men.
Nilfgaard?
Any questions?
They're kind of sort of your enemy?
None.
I doubt you will do us any good. You know nothing of knightly combat as a
Oh,
witcher.
really?
Try at least to stay
It's not what happened last night when we
It is
dueled
time,
you.
gentlemen. Take your weapons and proceed to the arena.
A cheer for the knights, the ladies, the lords. For our next entertainment, the team shall cross swords. 2 rifle crews, 2 coteries shall fight full tilt till one drops to its knees.
Who else do we have on our team?
Who virtue ignores
I recognize
all
Donimir.
blows
He's the one in the red,
unclean,
with the
shall
interesting
forever
shaped
be
shield.
granted as
Looks like we have him.
shameful obscene. While the knights prepare,
Oh,
let me say I'm
nifty.
elated to behold such a crowd on edge, breath baited. Whoever here wins the past champion shall face. All others must leave, heads bowed in disgrace.
Alright. So we just go with the guy straight ahead?
Begin! Count Risarachus! Blood, sweat, and tears shall soon follow in buckets.
Our team score, opposing team score. Alright, let's do it, guys. Let's do it.
Come on.
What? I blocked him and then Garrett was like, nope, I'm done. That's Palmerin. Get this guy. Team up on him. What? Hit him. Ooh, we're getting hurt. We're getting hurt. Finish him. That's not the guy I was going for. That's not the guy I wanted to hit. I don't think we're doing well. I don't think we're... Palmerin! Okay, I was going for the whole block and then counter strategy. I think all of our friends are down. I think every single one of our friends is down. So this backfired. No, we still have one person. At least. This is a bad corner to keep trapped. Yeah, now it's just us. Okay, so I don't like the whole 3v1 thing. Again with the stuns. Palmerin, no! No! He betrayed us! Sort of. Please stop stunning us. I just wanna hit you with a sword. I just wanted to. Oh my god. Okay, so this is gonna be tough. We lost.
The world's never seen a fight quite so glorious. For showing such verve, each knight was victorious. Yet at tourney's end, but one champion may
So, did we reset?
Today it is Palmerin, all praise to his name.
Because, that did not go as planned.
So fierce fought his host. To them give your cheers, love, esteem utmost.
Reload, yes? Okay, let's skip. That did not go the way we wanted that to go. We ended up on a 3v1 at the end, which is not what we wanted to see. We are going to skip, and I'm looking away from the screen right now. I'm not looking at anything, I'm just pressing the skip button. I'm going to press this top option here, and then look away from the screen until we have the option to reload the saves. And I'm not looking at anything here. I'm just spamming the skip button. Spamming the skip button. I am pressing the top option, and then I'm spamming the skip button.
This is
Spamming the skip button and pressing the top option, and then spamming the skip button, and then spamming more of the skip button. Then we're spamming more of the skip button, and more of the skip. Wow, this is really long. And now we are loading. Beautiful scene, full of skipping stuff. Okay, so where I'm guessing it's this. Hold on, let me look at the time. This is 10 minutes ago. This is 5 minutes ago, and this is like right now. How long ago do we think it was that we were actually beginning that fight? Was it 10 minutes ago or was it 5 minutes ago? How long was that fight? Maybe it was 10 minutes ago. If you think about all the cutscenes we had before it. Hopefully 5. We'll try the 5. I think it might have been the 10, though. I feel like it was. We shall see. Are we about to go into a fight? Yes. Okay. It was this one. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this as well, because of course we've seen this before. But let's just think strategy-wise. I mean, what I wanted to do was I wanted to try to get rid of one of them quickly, but then I got kind of trapped in a corner and ended up hitting one of the guys I didn't want to end up hitting, and so, you know, we didn't take out any of their characters very quickly, and so we lost. They were basically at full strength, or close to full strength, and then we lost all of our characters. So, I mean, I think the strategy is still try to take down one of them as quickly as possible. But blocking basically gets us stunned every time, which was what I did in practice rounds, was basically just block or counter every time. And then it worked really well. Actually, I think was I actually countering or was I just blocking? I might have just been blocking and not actually doing the counter. So that might be the best way to improve, is deliberately, specifically go for the counterattack. I think that's the plan. I think that's the plan here. So we're going to run at them, and then go for the counter, and try to fight them 1v1 to the extent that we can. But I think numbers advantage is just huge. Like, the beginning is crucial. Getting rid of one of them at the very beginning is going to be a huge momentum swing. And that, I already messed up. We're going for this. Then you hit him from behind, and then you go counter, and then try to avoid getting hit from that, and then do that, and then stop stunning me, bro. Okay, I've got 3 at once. Surely our friends can do something when I'm occupying 3 of them at once, right? Alright, so much for fighting them 1v1, right? Also, that was just silly damage to take, but...
How long are you gonna make me wait?
Yeah, that was rushed on my side, but... That was also silly, but we somehow still hit you. Ooh, really? Not the best. Counter. Really? Oh my god. It's 5v1. I countered that. I countered that. I don't want to be here. Try to get it so that it's just one. Okay, one down. But also, our guys can actually block us like that. You have a lot of HP left, which is a little concerning. You're almost dead. I would like to finish you off. Palmerin. Have at thee. Alright, who's going to run at us is the real question, I think. We can actually run, which is helpful to kind of shape the battlefield like this. This is what we want. Much. What? That was a counter! Palmerin, do it. Hit 2 of them. It's kind of helpful. Okay, Palmerin's really going for it. Except then he isn't. So that doesn't help. Need you to have like one person committing at a time. Also, can we repair? We can't repair it here. Something is broken down right now. I think it's our silver sword. Probably fine. Okay, Palmerin, if we could finish you off, that'd be lovely. But like one hit's gonna kill us, I think. That was not a counter. I held the block button for too long, preemptively. Just want one of you. Like, oh, you went right through a guy, and I didn't think you were gonna go right through a guy. How do we have it so that our friends don't suck? Is the real question that I have. Okay, this is not. I wanted it to be 1v1, and then I realized it wasn't, and I started running away, and I wasn't far enough away to avoid getting hit. I'm mad about that. I mean, that's on me, but at the same time, like, yeah. That was also a counter.
The world's never seen a fight quite so
this is frustrating. There's at least 2, possibly 3 times that I hit the counter button, and it did not actually pull off a counter when that seems to be pretty necessary. Not all weapons are counterable. Maybe that's it. Like the halberds, maybe? Are those not counterable? I think I noticed it was generally the halberds.
Are you quite... So you should do very well. Return only one...
My late?
Out now!
My guess is that was the problem. Okay, and I'm gonna again just skip through this. And also, like, how the heck do we not have just all of our friends immediately die? Because that... the first time I think it was 3v1 at the end, which was like, maybe in hindsight we could have potentially made that work. But 5v1? 5 people against 1 Witcher is a rather daunting task. Yeah, I couldn't use any signs. I don't remember if I was actually able to eat or not. Okay, but it should be... Yeah, this is the one that just saves. It should be this. But I'll try eating, yeah. I mean, if we could do that, that'd be huge. I don't remember if I tried. I think I just assumed that we couldn't. But otherwise, like, just mechanically, what are you supposed to do? Oh, what? This is the wrong one.
Greetings, my...
I have.
What?
Sure.
Did I click on the wrong one?
Why you...
I think I must have clicked on the wrong one.
No. Actually,
my apologies. I think despite having said that I wanted to do the one that was 5 minutes ago, I may not have clicked on the one that was 5 minutes ago, because I didn't think this took us 5 minutes to go through this conversation.
Can't...
And you... This is...
Need to find...
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, man. Okay. And we get here, and then we do... this.
This is...
And then we load, and we don't do this one, we do this one. Thought this was correct. This is from 5 minutes ago, or a little more than that now. And I apologize in advance if this is still going to take us to the same place. It is. Okay. Now we know. I'm sorry. I will go for the earlier scene.
No, actually.
I am
Are
sorry.
you so
I will continue to spam the skip button as quickly as possible.
Abs can't.
and you this is
Need to find an egg. Preferably an Orioles.
Yeah, it's gonna be the one just before this, I
You'll
think.
have- I
in
It's going to be,
this is the place.
but not save. Load. Not this one, but this one. Yeah. Thought I clicked on the wrong one first. Why I did the same one twice. Okay, but then, so the thing is, like, what? So food would be a big difference maker, yes. But what else can we do to actually do better this time? Because we got worse. That time I focused almost exclusively on at least trying to block, or at least trying to counter. But yeah, if some of the weapons are not counterable, then that obviously means that that strategy was not a good strategy. The first time I focused, rather than on countering, more so on trying to bait out their attacks and then wait for them to do that attack and attack them right after when they're kind of like still in their recovery animation. So I think that's more so the thing that we're gonna maybe go back to trying to do this time, in addition to food.
A cheer for the knights, the latest, the lord.
Roll as well.
Rifle crew.
Yeah. Attack and roll, like hit and run. Bait out their attacks, roll away, or bait out their attacks, hit them once and then roll away. This is difficult. Okay. Like, how do I keep my friends alive also? Can I actually do that, or are they just going to be dead weights no matter what? Okay, that was me trying to use food, and at least during this, it says no. Okay, yes, we can use food. That's huge. That is huge. Okay, so I'm assuming halberd dudes we cannot parry. And if we have our friend behind you, then we can maybe deal some damage to you that way. Except now our friends are not helping anymore. Now we're just like 4-on-1 right now. So much for that. Okay, Anses, I swear to God, if you could make any contribution at all, that'd be great. Okay, you have a sword, so I'm going to try to counter you. You do not. I should try to hit you like that, and then roll. Okay, if I can get Palmer by himself, I think he's going to be the easiest one to fight. Okay, it does seem like maybe the halberd is slower. Counter to you. Counter to you. Pull out of the way. Okay, I love Palmer by himself. Love Palmer by himself. That was not the best of timing, but we almost got him still. Wasn't technically a counter. But yeah, Palmer is definitely the easiest. Because I like the swords. Okay, get that out of the way. Now, guy. We're faster than the halberd. That's, okay, so the answer is you parry against the sword. You're faster than the halberd. And I think we could have probably, yep, got you. You also have a sword. And we still have someone up on our side, I think. Otherwise, that guy would not have gone in that direction. I was stunned. Also, this guy's not paying attention to us. Now he's down. Who is this who lasted? Donimir, I think? I recognize this, the shield. Donimir, you are a hero. Confirmed you are better than Anses. There we go. It was Donimir.